Got a few upcoming projects here soon, y'all. One of the projects is not gonna be, I mean, you know, if you know me personally, then you'll know that, I mean, it's a project that I've been trying to get started for a couple of years now, but it's not gonna be so to be expected to those who kind of like know me or whatever. But it's not gonna be a project that's expected by those who don't know me or whatever. Um, I encourage you to get into my YouTube. There's like 50 to 60 videos on my YouTube channel. Of course, half of those videos are like out there, whether it's talking about beyond space, beyond the galaxies. It's talking about religion. I mean, it's talking about a lot of different things. Some of them in there, if you get to a certain amount, a certain number, it starts my journal, a journal of my life, the history of my life, or whatever. So I mean, it's just different things to check into on my YouTube channel, history-wise, as far as the videos or whatever. What else do I need to say? Just got a few. I'm trying to go ahead and get back on that podcast. I mean, it's I had started it. I wasn't. I was kind of disencouraged about a lot, like from the YouTube to the podcast or whatever. But I mean, they are still. They're still alive. I had to do some work to the podcast. I had to do some work to the YouTube channel. I had to also do some mechanical work to even the oh my god, the fan page, the like page or whatever. Oh my god, what is it called? I'm so silly. Herbs and Spices of Love and Relationship. That's basically a page for laughter and love, you know, stuff like that. It's supposed to be discussing relationships, the ins and outs, the good, the bad, you know, every aspect of it. And once I was in a Black empowerment group, and we went to a point to where we discussed the same thing, you know, sexuality is a part of love and unity. So we want to discuss and talk about that type of stuff too. And also this project that I'm working on, there will be features on this page. If I can get everything to go well, there will be features on this page, like some of the products that I'm trying to buy into. They'll be I'm sorry, I'm lost for lack of words right now, just getting off work. Got some crazy news about an event that's supposed to happen with me tomorrow. Events are normally happy, but this is not a happy event. But we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I got to stay focused, and I haven't been focused in a long time. But yeah, it's not the actual right type of video to be shouting out, but I'm gonna go ahead and say rest in peace to my family. Families. I lost my biological dad here recently. Oh, I'm sorry, biological dad some years ago. I'm so sorry. And I lost my my adoptive dad here recently. And it was in this month that I lost my my adoptive mom. So I mean, yeah, I want to remember them. Memorial Day just passed, and Veterans Day will be here soon, if not past. I don't know. I'm gone. Either way it go, we want to remember them as well as everybody else who has lost family. Period. Even the kids that have been lost throughout these years. Now I'm talking about natural death, but I mean, there's been our people lost to, well, lost at the hands of others. I think we know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna get into that, not at this moment on videos. Plenty of videos of me talking about Black lives and Black empowerment and stuff like that. You just have to check into them, have to get to them. I was there's a guy I follow, Latia. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, because I am planning to put this on Facebook. Forgive me for the mispronunciation of your name. Yeah, funny. He's out here in Texas, and I'm here in Texas too. But I haven't actually set up a meet with the guy, which I mean I would like to meet up with the guy, because I do some of his work. I some of the things he say I agree with. I like. I can see it. And question that was raised, something that was said. Whether it was yesterday or not, I don't remember. I just remember seeing it on his page, and I was kind of late. It was like hours late, but that don't mean you can't respond to it. I'm just throwing that in there. So Black people, I mean, I'm not really into the news here lately, so you know how that go. So it was talking about Black men not uniting still in Black people, period. And in spite of the fact that we're still steady dying, and we're still dying, something was on the news, something had made it to the news, because a lot of stuff don't make it to the news, good and bad. A guy, another Black man down, unarmed, cops. Well, we know how that story ends, And the statement was, when are we going to come together? And he made a decree. He's not dying. Peacefully. And gave us something to do. So let's make a video saying the same thing. No more Black deaths. No more Black men dying. Peacefully, willingly. At the hands of anybody else, especially them. I have a son. I have a young son, and I've done my best to say so much, to teach him so much, show him so much, because it's crazy out here, man. Now, needless to say, you know me, I have a daughter also. I've done my best to tell her things. Of course, my daughter's teenage, so she's all wrapped up in the little glamour of gangs and stuff like that. Saw another post, not positive, but that is by this man. But I remember another post that was talking about our Black kids being trained with guns. I mean, everybody else's kid is, and then there's places that the kids are trained to kill. That's kind of the direction I was going in also, but the issue with that is we Black men and Black women have to agree. We have to see eye to eye. Even if we disagree, we have to agree on certain things and talk about certain things. This is why it's so important that whether we baby mama, baby daddy, or husband and wife, or divorced couple, or whatever, just even in separated homes. That's why it's so important when somebody says, hey, we need to talk about our kids. We should talk about our kids, what we want for them, with them, all that kind of stuff. It's really important. Kind of what you should have done from the beginning of the relationship, but don't laugh at me. I scratch my face with everything. The point being, that's what time it is, you know what I'm saying? So, the thing was, I would like to have my kids trained, especially my daughter, trained with the gun. but I want her trained right, correctly, properly. I don't want her to think that, because boys are going to get the gun anyway, regardless. It ain't going to be from me, see? And that's the problem. Boys always get guns, even if it's not from the fathers. That's how it goes. Boys mostly get their craziness, the dangerous side, from the outside world. But it's up to us, fathers, to redirect that. Hey, I'm glad that you looking into guns and you want to protect you. I'm glad you're looking into guns, because they're not actually looking for protection, although that's the first thing that they're going to tell you. Protection from who? Protection from what? Let me show you what you need to protect yourself from, kind of turning in a different direction on them. Make it count. Well, this is a 13-minute video, and I would be surprised if a lot of people actually paid attention to it. A lot of the stuff I post, nobody pays attention to. I know, because I've posted so many things about suicide and depression and stuff like that, and no responses were given, which is dangerous, because if I ever got that low, then, wow. And then the police would use that. Oh, he was depressed, he was stressed, No. If I hadn't done it now, I would never take my own life. I haven't already done it. Oh my gosh, she parked incorrectly. I'm just not noticing that. My ride, I'm waiting on her. But I just noticed she not really parked correctly. I don't know whether it was her who parked the car last, or her son, or whether the lines are just wrong. Because a car is straight, it's just not diagonal with the lines. The lines are diagonal. But anyway, that's the Virgo in me. I always criticize stuff. I prefer perfection. I guess that's it. I'll end this video. I think I've said more than enough. My real point of this whole video was to actually promote the things that I was talking about, such as the YouTube, the podcast, Herbs and Spices of Love and Relationship, fan page, like page, or whatever, and to let you know that there's something coming to those areas. It'll be promotion of products for women, actually. I have a few men products, but yeah. Hopefully we can get that going. It'll be a different level of me, but it's still me, We're all tired of working for the man, but we don't have it to work for ourselves just yet. We need more entrepreneurship, just like we need more inside guys, inside people. We always talk about owning our own, maintaining our own, and all that type of stuff. We need people, not just farmers. We need people inside the ranks of policemen and all that type of stuff. We need people from the inside, and we need them to speak up for us and with us, and not be afraid, and not be sworn into brotherhood of the badge. Who you are is who you are. You are, like, when I was born, I was black before I was anything. I don't know how to say that, Anyway, so, yeah. Well, enough said. I'll say more some other time. This was not supposed to be this long, and it wasn't actually about too much of nothing but promotional campaign, but there were some areas that I wanted to touch.